This is New Jersey. Every day is like a horror movie here.
What's up, dude?
Yo! There were 6 cupcakes left, so I just finished them off.
There were 6 in the box. I didn't even open them yet. Finding these is like finding the Holy Grail. Did you at least save me a Frankencup?
Whoops.
You do? You have? Uh-huh. No kidding. Oh, yeah. We'll be totally discreet. Uh-huh. 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 Ah. Great. Thanks. See you then.
Somebody actually called you that wasn't Mandy or your mom?
It was the producers of Semi-Scary Citizens.
Well, hot damn!
They asked if I'd be interested in covering as host for Donnie Wahlberg. No, but for real, he needs to take some time off due to personal issues. This is crazy, Sludgy. Can you believe it? What an opportunity! This could be the shot that we've been waiting for.
Well, you've been waiting for. I'll be down here in my barrel watching on TV.
No, you're coming with me on this one.
Alright. Who's the episode about?
Vito.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
He's haunted me ever since I was a kid. Welcome to Semi-Scary Citizens. I'm J.R. Spewing, in for Donald Wahlberger. Donald Wahlberger.
Just say Donnie Wahlberg.
Welcome to Semi-Scary Citizens. I'm Donnie Wahlberg, who's on vacation. I'm J.R. Spewing, in for Donnie Wahlberg. I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy! Welcome to Semi-Scary Citizens. I'm J.R. Spewing, in for Donnie Wahlberg, who's on vacation.
He's not on vacation.
Tonight, we're not going to be examining your average cold-blooded killer. In fact, you probably know him quite well, because he was part of the family. Not yours or mine, but the Mafia. One of Newark, New Jersey's most notorious crime lords, Vito Vianpa. Join us as we examine how this mob boss turned into a mobster. Mob, monster, mobster. Combine them. Hey, look at that.
We're rolling.
Now, let us take you back to New Jersey in 1969. 69, dudes!
Ford's, a small town in suburban New Jersey, home to blue-collar workers, the Ford's Falcons, the birthplace of Breyer's Birch Beer, and blah, blah, blah. In 1969, a family of 4, the Allens, moved into a beautiful home with no indication of the horror that took place in the backyard merely a couple of years before, or just who the previous owner was.
Aside from my illustrious television career, I was asked to do this interview because I grew up in this very neighborhood. I recall hearing a lot about it. As soon as they moved in, there would be police set up across the street, down the street, up the street. Sometimes in a surveillance van, sometimes in an unmarked car. Their phones were even being tapped. See, there were a few periods of time, those first few years, when the young wife, Julie Allen, reported that she would hear helicopters hovering around, and they would always wake up the baby. So she would call 911 almost daily. She was on a first-name basis with the dispatcher, but the helicopters would still come. Remember all those damn helicopters?
All right, let's continue.
The Allens were a template for the way that new neighbors should be, you know? Just very kind gestures. They did everything for everyone. They baked brownies. They let you borrow their ladder. They were incredible. They never committed a murder of a loan shark that we know of. Listen, the authorities were under the impression that this family was basically placed there by the mob as a cover, and that the Allens didn't even exist. Mrs. Allen supposedly even invited the undercover team in for coffee and...
Coffee and...
Enemans, duh.
Hey, I'm Eddie Crabshack. I'm the construction foreman on the house when Vito decided to do some, let's call them renovations. Well, I thought he was just gonna ask me to finish painting his goddamn porch, but he said he has this oozy jacuzzi. It's one of them fiberglass hot tub situations. You got the bubbles, the hotness, you know what I'm talking about? It was oozing. So he called me up. I had this the shop on King George Road over there, 501. He calls me up. Hey, yo, Eddie, listen. I got this fucking hot tub that's leaking fucking slime. Oh, sorry, you got a oozy jacuzzi? You got a ooze coming out of your jacuzzi? How could that be? I was having broads over my old Goomba, old Blue Eyes, you know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. I was banging broads in there with that. Look, I'll pay you $10,000 to come fix my jacuzzi. I just got it from Gary's Oasis. Get your ass over here right away.
Describe what happened when you went there.
Right, so I got in my old vehicle, At the time it was a 67. It was such a beautiful, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna cry on TV, you know what I mean? This is on TV, right? I'm not gonna cry. Come on, Eddie, you got this. I hopped in my 1967 Chevrolet C10 step-side pickup, 3-speed.
No, you shut up.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry about that. By the way, do I still get the sandwiches?
So far, merely judging things on the guy who's there for the sandwiches may not sound as if this was a pivotal tale to tell, but I can assure you, there's many more momentous moments. Who wrote this shit? That shaped one of New Jersey's most murderous mob bosses. Coming up next.
Do you like nautical shit? Then bring your first mate and set sail for the best local nightlife and beer. At Captain G's, we have the only happy hour that lasts 4.5 hours and includes a free hot buffet. Come on down and drop your anchor at Captain G's, located on the corner of Route 1 South and 4th Avenue. Razzmatazz. Who the heck wants to go meet a rat named Chuck when you can bring your kids to an unparalleled entertainment experience, including our animatronic stage show, our amusement rides, our arcade, now including our newest edition, Space Harrier, and our delicious Pizza Palace. Your child's birthday will be unforgettable at Razzmatazz. Located adjacent to the National Amusements Amboy Multiplex off Routes 9 and 35 in Sayreville.
I remember that night vividly. I mean vividly. It was a full moon that night, yeah? Full moon! Full moon tonight! Full moon tonight! Alright! Like I said, it was nighttime. Okay?
About what time are we talking here, Eddie?
Probably about half past a cow's ass, quarter to his balls, you know what I'm saying? High five, right? Nothing, okay? Alright. Probably about 11:58, 2 minutes to midnight. 2 minutes to midnight!
What a weird time.
So fucking weird, right?
Stop with the fucking swear words.
Okay.
Okay, where were we? Why would you be fixing a hot tub in the dark? On mischief night, no less.
Okay, right. Well, you see, he pulled me by my shirt when I got there, like this, you know what I mean? And he said, Eddie, you fucking numbskull, I don't need you to fix my fucking jacuzzi. The only thing oozing is my fucking balls right now. You know what I'm saying? Boom! I need you to finish building my pool.
They dug the hole for the pool with these giant machines. I think they're called diggers or something. I have no idea. Tonka trucks? Vito was there with some of his team or squad. What do they call them? Mob members? Comrades? Buddies? Well, anyways, Vito tells Eddie, not the brightest bulb in the bunch, let me tell ya, to start filling in the concrete down into this giant gaping hole in the yard. But it was Eddie who happened to notice the outlines of the bodies covered with a thin coating of mud.
Did you notice anything strange in the chasm in the yard? Perhaps dead bodies?
I noticed some, is this being shown to the police? Non-living bodies of the human sapien species, of persons.
How many?
You know, that's a good question. If I can recall that, let me just see. Yeah, I don't know. Probably about 7, possibly 13. Not really sure, but within that range, you know?
Between 7 and 13 bodies were tossed into this giant gaping ditch in the yard at midnight, and when Eddie the construction worker was threatened with his life and his family's life, he had no choice but to release the Kraken. I'm kidding, calm down. The concrete.
Affirmatively. Yep, I poured it. I poured that concrete right in, directly into the hole. Covered up all them dead bodies. Frankly, I still have nightmares, you know? I can't go in a pool, any pool. Not even that nice indoor job over at Harris and AC. Forget about it. I can't even step foot near the wave pool at Twiddlebug Land and Sesame Place, man. I had to quit my job, man. I'm too scared to pour concrete.
Is that it? That's the story? You quit your job because you poured concrete over dead bodies?
No! He said that? Wow. Wow, really? This guy is out of his gourd. He's off his rocker. Oh my God, totally lost it.
We're rolling.
Rolling. I know when we're rolling. I've been in television for 15 years. Rolling. Lives changed forever that mischief night. Although it wasn't Eddie's life that changed. Although he did lose his job. It was Vito's life that changed. So all of the mob aficionados were all there that night, and one of them turned on Vito and shot him 6 times in the chest.
The most horrific aspect of these events had nothing to do with the killing of a crime lord, the incompetent construction worker, mud-covered cadavers. It's what you haven't heard. You see, it was the night of a furious rainstorm that brought thunder and lightning and winds that would knock you on your ass. Posterior. 'Cause you gotta be hanging tough. It was 2 minutes to midnight, a full moon. Was it actually a satanic ritual or a cult meeting? It's never been determined. It could have just been that it was Halloween.
On Halloween morning, after the pool concrete was poured, it wasn't fully dry yet due to the torrential rainstorm. Is it raining, Bella? Get my umbrella! So the whole property was roped off, and the backyard was swarming with detectives. The helicopters were actually hovering, and the reporters from WPIX and WZLP were set up on the sides of the house for days straight, reporting live.
It was the most exposure this town ever got. Aside from when Tim Maniac Morgan won the Forge Wrestling Federation tournament, it turns out that these TV stations weren't really interested in the murder that took place the night before.
There was a fucking opening in it. It was like a wet concrete vagina, you know? It opened up the earth, and you could just see the outline of that tracksuit. The tracksuit he was wearing, by the way, that was his weekend tracksuit, by the way. He had both sides of his hair sticking out. A little, come to think of it, why didn't I realize it was kind of like bat wings, you know? Matter of fact, it's a little steamy in here. Got a little bat wing myself right now, you know? It's when your ball bag sticks to the inside of both of your legs, you know, and pulls her apart, makes a bat wing. You could, with the veins and everything, like spread.
Eddie implies that Vito physically rose out of the pool's moist hole.
Well, for once, Eddie is right about something. This is what happened. The body of Vito levitated out of his cement slumber. You like that one, Sonny? And the town legend is that when Vito became a made man, he made some kind of a pact with a vampire or a demon that if he should ever get bumped off, he would become a blood-sucking vampire.
He made the pact so you could TCB in the afterlife.
What's TCB?
Take care of business, you know what I mean? Kill all those who have wronged him and anyone else who gets in his way.
Fords became a place that neighboring towns feared. Not because of the drivers being out of control and not because of the mutants that live there, but because
there was a vampire on the loose.
Vampires don't exist.
What's on your neck?
Oh, this? Rick and I were just necking recently. We're going pretty hard the other night. Go make out somewhere else, you sex fiends. Oh, I know, Grandma. I know that I'm hot and there's more to life than making out.
Do you know Rebecca Burlington?
That's the TV personality from that serial killer program, you know? Bet your ass I know her. She's one gorgeous woman, when I say so myself. I wouldn't mind messing around with her 24/7 of the days of the week, or this week. In fact, I named my favorite 2x4 after her. And I was using it, I was building a deck, and I took the biggest nail I could find, and I just slammed it in the back, you know what I mean?
So you nailed her.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, nailed it. Yeah.
So all the women in town knew Vito. And, you know, even I kind of had a crush on him for a while when I was in college.
He could have been your grandfather at the time.
All this talk of making out, it's got me kind of revved up, you know, like Cool Rider style. Come here, Sonny. Come here. There's nowhere to run. You can't hide. Come to me. Come to me.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Semi-Scary Citizens. Be mindful when you're swimming in a pool. If your feet touch the bottom and you feel a hand grab at your ankles, it could be one of Vito's victims. What the fuck was that? When you're driving through central New Jersey, beware of Vito. And on the next episode of Semi-Scary Citizens, the John List murders.
John List? You just made the list!
Something tells me I may not get asked back. Good night.
I remember you.
Oh no, he's here!
Now everyone
where all the bodies are buried because of you. Hey, I was filling in. It's Donnie Wahlberg that you want, I swear. Hey, do you want to stay for a bite? Shit, I didn't mean that. Or some food, or how about a Bloody Mary? No, the only thing that's gonna be bloody is you. Hey, I've got Rebecca Burlington's phone number. You want that? Look, here.
Where'd he go? Please don't go, Vito!
I'll be haunting you forever.
You're still here? It's over! Go home! Go! Stupid fucks.